Доброго времени суток, дорогие друзья! Вот и настал последний завершающий день второго сезона. Этот сезон был очень насыщенным. У наших баскетболистов были так и взлеты, так и падения, но плей-офф, обещаю, будет в 100 раз круче. Итак, встречаем нашу первую команду, команда «Горилла». Очень сильная команда, за эту команду играют спортсмены с многолетним опытом, и они отлично умудряются его использовать. Их соперники на сегодня – это команда Asian Tigers. Очень харизматичная команда со своим стилем игры, со своим характером. Итак, ребят, сейчас мы с вами окунемся в потрясающую игру наших баскетболистов, поэтому команда мне желаю удачи, а нам с вами приятного просмотра.
Wow. And the game starts, and then after a small introduction by one of our representatives, as she said, all the teams on Asia Pro League, they had, as well as their, how to say, downsides, they had their own landings and takeoffs. So Bogdan tried to jump for the toss in the midcourt, didn't estimate, and then his strength, and as a result, he couldn't even touch it. Patrick passes outside to Askat Bayanov, and yeah, little by little levels, we call the players the struts that they usually use. And Asian Tigers will start with Hamas Abduldayev carrying number 7, who is currently at the bench. Number 24, Urmati Samedinov, Tostikov Roman, number 1, Samun Aluma, number 6, and Svarin Dmitry. The rest of the team usually plays the midcourt, and then opposite side of it, Lash Bogdan from Team BC Gorilla, number 14. Previously was carried by Arbaev Telegon, who is currently not playing, just coaching his team. Viktor Starygin, number 6, and that's the captain of the team. And back in Istanbul, he was the only coach who could give them practice or something like this. They were participating in their own tournaments in Kopenhagen in different, how to say, districts. And back in Istanbul, they were, how to say, the only champions. And then as a result, they were chosen to maybe somehow represent their own region on Asia Pro League. So that's how they come across for every single game, over 400 kilometers down. The next one they followed up by it. Bojana Pascat is always an old point guard, old but god, right? We used to call him. He would never let any teammates down, and I think he was the only reason why Gavrila could somehow fight and withstand until the end. From the beginning, Patrick by Missy from Gavrila as well, number 12. Tends to play on the behalf of his team. From recently he has joined the team together with Talent. Those are the new legionnaires of the team. The 3-4 cameras look similar. Whoa! That's 3 by Asian Tigers on the corner of the basket hoop in the rim, and maybe that's the issue. That's the issue, how we could work it out. As Bojana squeezes in between two defenders, lies it up upon the way, and in the end of what is happening is that teams tend to play several battles in a row to get to Samedinov forward to his teammate, asking someone to replace on the way back, and then the attachment of Gavrila to Lash. The alley-oop didn't work so well this time, and from the right on the hook he gives it under the key. A real close shot taken nearby basket is where the ball occurs. They tend to deviate, fight it over, and then they recall it for the battles. They shake it off, no matter how it takes, and by the end, then that's what they give. Proprietor given by one more outsider. Gangster. Fight it back. That's where he's got to throw the ball on Tolsikov Roman. His attempt the ball again changes the direction right in the air, which deprives of a better shot. First 2 minutes passed so quick. None of the teams gained any single position to fight it back, and they trended over. No matter how the ball is established in the game, then the issue and the difference in the balls is taken already in the further distances. Bojana Pascat, as I remember, in the first 2 periods, he never scores over 14 points. But mostly it is the one taken outside. Samedinov tends to give us several bounces before the free throw shot. Takes a pure concentration, and again 6 minutes 30, so 3:30 passed quickly without any obstacles for all of them, and looks like Gavrila has no intention to lose today. Of course they want to fight until the end, and Patrick, I think, today wants to get 4 to 3 shots out of the game, and then both Patrick and both Aluma from the same land, coming from the Republic of Congo. It looks like landmates playing against each other. Hope they are honored to do so. A single layup. At least the final one was covered. 13-8. 8 points in the Archipelago, and then that's the only difference of teams in the both major leagues in the games. The proprietor, he gives it a shot, tries to stay a little colder than usual. Aluma, a bad pass behind the back. A minute timeout taken. Timeout is already over. Since that is over, we gotta fight back tears. Get on what they rely. Yeah. Whoa! A 3 without a jump shot. Not jump taken. Interesting. A new technique of shot, I think. Never thought of it. Bayat Askanov gives it one more to Uzbekov Azamat. That's where he was a little more prepared. Svarin in the injuries and convulsions there with Ulma, who stays on the ground without anyone else to continue up on here. Nice one. A substitution, and Mahmuda Fakul returns to the court after quite absence for all the games and the matches. She having a new fresh cut and his only intentions. He's coming back to the court. Aloma is substituted. He takes the bench. 4 minutes 50 seconds. Svarin, one more pass. On the outside to Mahmuda Fakul. Isamedinov thinking where it can go. Gotta take a little step back. Lash receives a fall in defense, while Isamedinov format with his shoulder tried to give a single chance inside. On the way back, that's where the attack can occur. Simplifying the distance attack. Lash also keeps it on trying, and then that doesn't work. Solely his own fault on the absence of the point for his team. Nope. Not a single taken, I think. Right. Pass on Patrick. On the weak side. From the corner to the left. That's where he had to go. For the first time in the shot distance, Patrick gives it a shot. One more trial. I think that doesn't work at all. It looks like they're missing something important. Right off the back in the game. 10-2. Affiliated. Passing outside. Once more. Upon per single attack, they take a turnover to establish a better position. Almas Abduldaev gives his rush inside. Mahmuda Fakul, 2 steps. Triangle combination, 2-2-3. 2 forwards stay outside, and the 3 players, guards usually stay in the center zone, trying to shoot and then take the rebound. On the way back, Lash. Okay, went too slow. Didn't have time to get it inside. Patrick Bembamsi receives his fall in offense. Looks like they have not expected such game in the backcourt yard. So there is the substitution taken by one of them. And Moldobaev will back enters in instead of him to give his own substitution right before the game starts. They gotta retrieve on the way back. Lash. Patrick, a good one inside, and then for the backcourt there is Lash Bogdan taking a little assistance into semi-distance shots. Scores both of them. Tossing one more inside. Gets so close that he doesn't know where the shot gotta be produced. More assistance. Kosikov asking someone to come back a little closer. Almas Abduldaev gotta good already, too late. And one more pass to Svarin Dmitry. Svarin Dmitry couldn't score it up. Moldobaev fell back. Good rebound. One more to Polstikov Roman. Polstikov couldn't do the same thing. A fourth attack, I think. Almas Abduldaev couldn't get it on the way back. A good one taken by Morofako. That's a 5th attempt, I think, in total. 5 attempts on shots. I don't know the 5th one could bring anything in the game. 12-4 Gavrila now, and Tigers still leading over 8 points. No pass outside by Anna Pascat. Couldn't give on the right hand. His own layup to Almas Abdullayev from the right. Toss one more inside on the 22. 10 points lead. For now, the guarantee is not obvious. 2 minutes 30 seconds remaining. Приятного Scott. Good real pass and Patrick by missing from the right, and then he gives it off the backboard. A nice recall. Didn't expect it to happen, but the recall establishes everyone on the pass. I think Van Scott is not gonna recall that. I think the young players are no longer available for the games. They all stay away from the games. So I think they kind of decided to bring all the old stuff, like old most experienced personnel here. Tostikov one more to Almas Abdullayev. He decided not to take the risk, coming up too close to his teammates. Runs back well to the Zen Patrick. A good takeaway to Lars Bogdan. Okay, that's a past 2 points. Just a slight layup. You're gonna have to invent a bicycle in order to score that point. Sometimes we notice teams, they kind of overreact to some shots, taking too much attempts on them. That's an incorrect way of doing it. One more, also outside. He gets off it, and as a result, he kind of scores. Yeah, he scores it up, and then no more chances to be taken away from him. Runs another inside from Rafakul. A good chest pass, I think, even by him. But a turnover. They play for too long. A counter-attack has not been established. They take too many seconds in order to just progress the ball from one hand to another and then score it up as soon as it is possible. Uzbekov Azamat holds, tries to squeeze in between two defenders, and Roman Tostikov is on the way back. 3 defenders together with him. Okay, time of 3. Didn't really work this time. Tries to block. The pass of Patrick. Spins over. Between the legs. One more pass to the side to Lars Bogdan. Now Lars' turn. Okay, I think there could be Bayanov Askat who could fight on the good retrieve and the run back while is important assessment in the game. 27.3 seconds in total. He tries to get more points inside. Really close. Almas Abdullayev. A good attempt, and then this is gonna be the end of the best part in the game. Lush between the legs, coops up over. One more. Krizbeka Timmerland wants to provide a good screen, and then what is happening in the game? Almas Abdullayev tosses out by the last seconds. This is the end. This is the end, and then
кто-то скажет, кем мне нужно быть. Я сделаю лучше. Я знаю свой предел. Выше, выше, еще выше. Не ставьте мне рамки. Я с ними не соглашусь. Почему? Все дело в моей энергии. Нитро, пробуди свою энергию.
as it goes out. As the ball goes out, players also right on the retreat back. Lash. Gotta keep a little spin inside. Faster and a little better. Patrick. Nice assist. And one. And now they have 21 against 27. A 6 points difference is not a lot, I think, for everybody. And that's where the Asian Tigers gotta be fear of them. Time to take substitution, in my opinion. Bayanov has got playing the first 2 quarters, putting all his energy in the game. It is much and the way better if he takes a single break in the game than 2 periods. If he takes both 2 periods, then he can try it one more time. That would be a really nice result. Scott Bayanov. Always one more time from the right. Gives a nice shot. Nice. The battle. With the proper battle. Tolstikov Roman. One more. The Caesar. He holds it up on the way ground and then he's got to take it all the assist ball. Aluma tends to give it a shot and from a 3-pointer. A lot of rebounds taken. I think no one else could establish this ball inside the room. So that's why maybe they are a bit late for all the games. They have to try something better. I might be a little mistaken if I say that those players can bring a better competition, but I can surely say hard to play against an equal opponent because you cannot get beyond your own ceiling, like beyond all your own maximum capacity of the game. A toss inside the box, and then I think some of the players are coming around and then probably want to try to observe the game. Today, the next team followed up by playing is going to be Team Energy. Energy previously assessed good competition, but by the last seconds got so demotivated that they stopped their battle. Lash tends to beat one after another. Gotta give it off the backboard. Aluma doesn't know where he could go this time and decides to go through all the way around. Svarin, one more to Tolstikov. That's nice. That's a nice thing. 2 minutes. 2 minutes in total, and then no one will prove and deprive them of. That's how to say. Corner, Lash back down. Okay, attempt. One more on 3. Nice. That's pretty nice for him. He doesn't want to lose any single of them. He's sending enough from out to Svarin Dmitry. Ground 2000 more to Aluma. The jump is the ball. The side jump is the ball, and then feels like everything is okay. Just a free possession will be good. That is non-intentional fall, so then far from the technical fault to occur, and this usual free possession will be awarded. Svarin behind almost at the dive, one more pass to Aluma. What is there? The defense takes the ball. Unexpected moment happened there. 7 minutes 22 seconds. This is obviously enough for usually scoring over 20 up to 30 points. And the biggest fear of those teams is to maybe lose all the intention advantage in the beginning. The first periods are given just to take a certain lead and advantage. And the following, the next, quarters are usually given for the teams to make comebacks in the games if those are possible, because comebacks usually happen when no one expects them. I remember the game when the first time the teams, the first season, one of the first games where they were so shy up against each other, played really far from. Oh, I see. Arbaev Telugu, number 23, has been coaching. Returns back to the court. Looks like he's been missing it, and then they decide to take him one more time. Patrick, the steps. Try to give it almost a live turnover. One more steal. Unexpected one. Isamedinov to Aluma. A good alley-oop. 30-29. And not a big change. Asian Tigers now have exploring less. Or maybe the defense of Team Asian Tigers strengthen up much better than it was before. There could be a reason. They could be a reason of most of the, successful attacks by those teams. No matter what it takes, they always try to stick to the plan and then, not being very loyal to them. Pass on outside, almost Abdullayev. 10-2. Right, and then the kid. Timeout. Once again, fast counter attack taken by Faskad. And I think Gorilla understood how Team Asian Tigers play. They play solely on the combination of triangles with the guards, but the rebounds most of the times can be taken by Gorilla. Alright. He's not happy with the fall occurred. Alright. Pushes away the defender. I think doesn't know what has happened there in the game, and he's not so confident of what has happened that part. The more they try, maybe the more chances will be given, and I think that's maybe the biggest problem with them. One team cannot maybe fight against another, and in the first mid-court, it gets harder and harder throughout the time. First, it drains all of energy. The second of all, I think the more energy is taken, then maybe the less effective attacks are going to take place. Previously, I think referee hasn't noticed an obvious foul taken for one of them, and was so, unsatisfied with those decisions. Maybe if I was there on the court, back seeing an obvious foul and then not receiving any decision by the judge, I would be suspecting. I'm suspecting a fair play by them. So then, mainly, how to say, it's to keep the patience and then try to play as always accordingly to the rules. If the player is, how to say, unable to playing adequately without any, how to say, dirty game, then the best decision is to take substitutions right away without waiting anybody else. That's the biggest case, and I think this is the main issue. Hope that teams usually never grant any assessments, and then the biggest job of them maybe to recall for the nice attacks. Think of the game through the entire process of it. I think I would be very sad if I found out that this is the main problem in the games. Yeah, we find it sometimes a silly job. Yeah, we sometimes find it hard to answer the questions, the main questions of the basketball players. However, I see the tendency taking many timeouts for games and doesn't really help. Understanding of the game of the opponents, best decision. Okay, but there on the court during the game, you don't really have time to think. The only, how to say, things in your mind is just how to gain extra points, or maybe how to make more possible defenses with the rebounds. Tolstikov gains 3 for his team, 42 against 40. Those 2 points deprived by one of the teams can bring a lot. They can bring lots of important points and then give less restrictions to them. Patrick attacks on 3. Well, the technique looks pretty good, but the power of it and the strength of the shot leaves maybe some more effort to be taken. Sometimes it doesn't fly up to the rim. Sometimes less, how to say, strength, energy put into shot says it is not liable, and then great. 42 to 40, just a 2 points breakaway. 2 minutes 30 seconds in total left. Arbaev to the gun. Tries to engage. Tries to get everything from the battle. Arbaev to the gun. 1 more 2 inside the bracket. 2 minutes 35, 33. The seconds are going to the count, and wow, that's a good decision taken by them actually. I think I wouldn't try the same thing anyways, and then there would be a huge fear to try the shot that mostly gonna be lost off the way. On the break. Mamura Faku. Samuna Luma. He grasps it on confusion. Lars Bogdan. Okay. Squeezes in between 2 defenders. And in between 2 of them, they take it, and 1 more timeout. all the players back on the yard. They try to take all the counterattacks, all the assistance, all the shots. Losika from I think hasn't lost even a single chance to try all the possible shots. Pretty cloudy outside the street, and then that's maybe a better reason to warm up somehow. The weather is all unpredictable, so then the game between those teams is even more unpredictable, just like TeamNet Wizards itself. I think today we are having our last game before a 9 days break of the playoffs, and during the playoffs we might see maybe for some teams that we usually expect a better game. Then on those, how to say, playoffs, they will try to resolve, get a point, and then runs for the semifinals, for the quarterfinals. The ones that lose, they are so easily eliminated and then will not have a second chance to play one more time. For now, by the comments and by the predictions of different players, sources, the most probable winner of the Asia Pro League now is counted as Team Shooters, counted as favorites of this tournament. The second place, or maybe the only team who can give any sort of opposition to them for now, is encountered as Team Legends. Team Legends possessed 2 times losses, and then both of them were by Shooters. About the second game, Kuranbayev Shakijan also played on the behalf of Team Legends, tried to prove a lot on the game, didn't work. He tried on a lot of 3-pointers in the games. That didn't bring any results, but at least something, I think. In the finals, he will play himself on their behalf. Also, interesting game was between Dynamo and Legends, where Dynamo almost won, and there was only 4 points break away from one another, and then by the last 6 seconds, all of them, they were taking more than 2 timeouts, I think, again. Like, they wanted to discuss in those necessary 2 points in the end, because they really wanted to score it up as soon as it is possible without a loss of the ball. And then of course, if they want to retrieve, get everything deserved, then that would be best issue to resolve. No one is there to take. Last seconds, Bowser shot doesn't reach its target. End of the first half and 5 minutes break.
Кто-то скажет, кем мне нужно быть. Я сделаю лучше. Я знаю свой предел. Выше, выше, еще выше. Не ставьте мне рамки, я с ними не соглашусь. Почему? Все дело в моей энергии.
Нитро, пробуди свою энергию.
trippers, the grasshoppers, the hipwings, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
The flood is over, and I think we can keep on game commencing, and then that's where the battle occurs. Aluma rounds back for the ball to give a faster assist in the games, and I think if he takes too many seconds, then it's gonna be over in the matter of how to say, certain game. And sometimes teams, they don't really feel much of an oppression fighting against each other, and then controlling all the players on the court is not an easy thing to do. So not clear for now whether they want to take substitution or they don't want to, but mainly keeping, how to say, a very just game for both teams is important thing. In 9 minutes 30 seconds, the first 30 seconds pass on quickly. The next followed up by quarters usually take a lot of minutes to take, and then the flat doors, the currents is provided in the game. Now I'm checking this according to statistics. Here we have 5 teams. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams that can, how to say, fight for the lead in the semifinals. Team Galaxy, they really hard and tough season, because close to playoff we understood that now they have so many losses in the games. Now Gorilla fighting against Asian Tigers, they might be afraid, but this game is just like, for example, Net Wizard and let's take Nitro. More or less it is close. Or maybe We take Dynamo and then we take who else? We take Legends game yesterday. Also, how to say, pretty close game. Yeah, that's a very close game, I think, up in Park. So, and that's the issue. That's where the problem is. They kind of take weak side of the court, the corner established, and then maybe I'm not the last person on the earth who can keep on saying that the more attacks, let's say, taken by one or the other team, then the more possible shots we made on the court or on the yard in the field also. So I'm kind of afraid that it is not established by the deal effect. They want to try to take good elements in the game. Aluma, I think, made a lot of attempts on the same distances. Couldn't try even a single one. Stumbles his leg, and then I think they get angry. And then the player himself got angry and then doesn't know where it could go. A bad thing happening, I think. Controlling emotions is important, and he falls down by then. The opponent also falls down without anybody else in the air, and Almas Abduldaev also got really, how to say, painful hit. And then that's pretty harsh. And yeah, that's my biggest problem in the end. Yeah, that's a tough. Maybe it's my, how to say, the toughest challenge to provide some sort of an assistance. But sometimes teams, they tend to think about the game basketball in the following manner. If I have 10 minutes or even more than 10 minutes to play, then basketball players tend to think that that's just how to say, piece of cake. That's a piece of cake, and then no one really cares of what is happening on the court. But people who can look at from the outside, from the different, how to say, objective perspective, they can say what is a real game. How does it look like? Keeping emotions, of course, is mental. Basketball is just like any other sport, be it MMA, be it football, golf. The rules are established to show your individual skill and the emotional one. My last but not the least, maybe, measure here is to fight it off. Svarin Dmitry now cannot lose anyone in the head. Aluma, good three. Couldn't take it until the end. Isamedinov, a railway on the inside, 2 steps. Pass back on Almas Abduldaev. A good shot. That's a nice shot. And it's also issue in some regard. Dangerous hit occurred, I think. Yeah, really dangerous hit. And then I'm afraid that this can lead to some serious issues, and what they have to do is try a painkiller. Yeah, then medical examination showed that the painkiller, and then sometimes we could see the eyebrows cut, the legs broken, and then maybe just like it happened to Abdulmanov. So sorry for him to miss it on the right hand. That's timeout. That's the beginning of the battle round, and then after the first half, 5 minutes passed. Not a lot has changed for everybody, but at least something in the game, in my opinion. At least there is a team that is now more or less, how to say, pulled up together, and then able to show some interesting basketball. What is good about those teams? They don't have this classic conservative Soviet type of basketball. It is always interesting to look at those attacks. And the ball is granted to Team Asian Tigers. One more time. Roma. Here's to give the shot. One more inside. The 3-point line out. Taken. Patrick. Fall. A fall is established right away without any seconds to think. By Anfaskat, one more pass to Lash Bogdan. Lash Bogdan 10 to run. Run pretty well. Break it through to the mid side. Alright. One more up and down, how to see the combination on the retreat. 55 to 55. Nothing changes. They all go through the game the same way. Tolstikov gives it back to Almas Vildayev. Keeper from the 3. No rebound. No rebound is possible by Anfaskat. Nice catch right after. In counter-attack, I think. I don't say box out. 2 to 3. Yeah, they play 2 to 3. 2 forwards outside and 3 guards inside. Patrick. Pass. Retaken. The taken attempt doesn't say that they score it, but it is still comfortable to give a layup by Aluma. 2 points didn't change anything. We always try to look at the game clock because 24-second shot clock violation gives us a lot to concentrate on. Okay, good above 2 hands. Slide over. Not enough. Flash back down. A really permissive rush to be taken for him. And then that's the main issue, main obstacle. If Mamarafakal substituted or Abayit, he's not gonna I think express any mercy to the teammates. What he wants to do is that maybe take all possible shots and then try it up next time. Bounce with the shot. That looks pretty easy for him now. Svatin Dmitry runs to a masterful dive. Gets to the midcourt, thinking where he can go and try give a side rush. But yeah, doesn't really work. Pass back to Ashbogdan and Brian Faskat. Fully charged. To perform 3 points. He had to give it. He had to give it. He didn't have to think for so long. Yeah, that's on him, and then that's a really nice habit, and then it's surely your mistake and then your fault of a lost ball or a ball occurred. You always gotta say sorry and bring apologies to everybody. Brian Faskat. One more. Gives Owen inside the game. Tire. Gives another bounce pass. Gets prepared to Svatin Dmitry. No alley-oop occurred. I think the height doesn't allow him to do the same things. Lush. A good slider with the left hand. Fighting until the end is a good option. Tall stick off. 2 steps. That's where it is. That's where the ball is. And then 2 minutes, 26 seconds. 12 minutes in total left for the second half to end. Couldn't get any of them. Paloma. No grasping now. Svatin Dmitry tries to give one more ball inside out. Good pass, I think. That's a good pass. And then, yeah, those are my concerns. Another timeout. The game round starts. That's the third period, remember? And then, is it hard or not? Don't know how that happens, and then don't know what is it going. Yeah, I think that's the issue. That's the biggest problem. Yeah, I think that's a huge problem in total, and that is my fear overall. How do you find it out? Maybe. Yeah, I think that was the main issue. The cool one is that I think that's a tough issue. Yeah, that's the issue of how to say. Let me give you 2 attempts and let me give you how to say hope for the game. If no, Asian Tigers try to play everything through 3-pointers and then layups. They can try to forget about the defense. Then the plan might work out. The next case is when Gorilla takes all the rebounds. In this case, Tigers are gonna be totally distracted, and there will be no more, I think, chance to take it away from them. 64 to 62. Just a 2 points difference there. Okay, come up real close. Isamedinov. He drains it. Patrick tries to take the ball away from him. Number 6. Number 6 falls one more time. I think that slight push triggered the referee to call for the fall by Anafaskat. One more to Patrick. Takes away from him, and then the shot produced. Couldn't get it. That would look beautiful if he only scored. Try to take away from him. That's the defense, I think. That it's fall. Not a good thing, I think, to allow and that somehow praise such moves. Basketball is a gentleman's sport, and that's pretty disrespectful, like giving any praise for making falls. Yeah, we have such thing in basketball which is called tactical fall, but this is not the case because 63 to 65, that's where the tactical falls are not necessary. Lush, one more to the right. Turns it and wants to sing out loud to make it. And then maybe Olino will be responsible for the balls to take away. So I just stick to the plan and then don't make any unnecessary moves. Try to be more responsible and try to take all the possible points in the games, because 16 seconds is not enough for everybody to play it up. Sometimes timeouts taken by the last seconds might be useful, but if it's a necessary timeout or to discuss a shot, to discuss a plan or two, maybe somehow take a rest. Taking it just for the purpose of discussing of a risk moment. No, if the player can score and he scores up even without a timeout, if they are not able to do so, then even timeout cannot help. 16 seconds of the third period, the game is going to end very soon. So then it gets dangerous the minute by minute. Right up, Swatin gives Taluma one more ball. Bogdan will try against him. Doesn't let him cross over him. Bounce into Tostikov Roman. He provides a screen. 3. Too low. End of the period. And then that's close. 4.7 seconds left. Patrick tries on 3. He smashes it inside, and now we realize 5 points ahead.
Кто-то скажет, кем мне нужно быть. Я сделаю лучше. Я знаю свой предел. Выше, выше, еще выше. Не ставьте мне рамки, я с ними не соглашусь. Почему? Все дело в моей энергии.
Нитро, пробуди свою энергию.
as the game starts. Some sort of misunderstandings I see over there. And then teasing the opponent, saying some words to each other, sometimes is not a good option. Keeping everything silent, that's what the basketball is about. If any dispute, if any complaints, you can just come up and ask for one-on-one battle. Askat Bayanov, one more to number 2. Nurmat Isamedinov, a good steal to Aluma. Aluma against Tarygin and only. Nobody else to help him on the left. Couldn't give the layup. Aluma fights for the rebound. Bayanov Askat, a good save. Another kid, 2 defenders behind and 4 against 3. They gotta do something. Yo! Patrick scores 3. A good 3 taken for him. 72 to 64 is not a lot of points taken away. 9 minutes, 12 seconds left. 0 timeouts left for Asian Tigers now. Askat Bayanov. They take. A real nice assist. Aluma. Oh. Too high. Pass given too high for everybody else. Tarygin has to pass one more outside. And only then, maybe after that pass, he can promise on any points. Isamedinov runs forward. A good one. A good card. A good wild card assisted in there. Almas Abdullayev didn't expect this to happen. Bounce back for the blood, tears, and sweat. Patrick, for some reason, started scoring 3-pointers. Slash back down. The ball doesn't reach the target. Isamedinov adds one more. Substitution. Ball is granted to him and he's asking the players to get around the corner to the right side. Good 2. 67 to 74, and I think that's where Asian Tigers started feeling much of a pressure in the game. Looks like Gorilla understood their power, the power of rebounds, and those power of rebounds can help them a lot on the matter. Lash gives it above to Patrick. They couldn't implement the attack. Want to get it. Moldova fullback adds 2 once more, and then nothing to give it a shot. Tarek starts off alone. Got prepared for the pass. One more to Lash, and keeper from the 3-pointer shot. Gonna score that, then miss it, and not a single rebound. 2 center players are outside. Not a good decision. That's not a good decision, believe me. They have to. I think they have to be more sure. And they go on. Yeah, they go on the far back. He tried on a slam dunk. Can say not one of the successful tries overall in the game. Almas Abdullayev provides one more rush. The upper bracket. Isamedinov takes the 3-point line arc. Confirms the shot. Misses it. Not enough for him now, I can say. Bayanov Askat grants another ball to Lash Bogdan. Finally, they made it in a combination of 2 players played and assisted, one after another. The grasp. Moldobaev steps. Another cross given inside, and then looked easy. Looked pretty easy. 6 minutes of the 3rd period until the end. 9 points lead. Timeout. Timeout taken by the team. 6 minutes. Everybody get prepared for the 6 minutes. The current period. Battle looks very intensive. Yeah, the battle looks very intensive and then really close. One against another, and then I think it's quite dangerous. Injured. They're quite injured, and then no substitution taken for any of them. So then they finally take the substitution anyways. Aloma. Someone Aloma takes the substitution, then some players are not playing. Aloma gotta replace him and play until the end. They gotta release their strongest draft. A push in the face. That's an obvious push in the face. They don't take it. They take it until the end. They don't want to lose. I think they have no chance to lose it. Passes outside, and then it was comfortable to make the shot. Now decides to pass on Bogdan. He aims at the 3. Doesn't work now. Askat Bayanov grounds out for the wild Patrick and Tolstikov Roman. That's a nice steal for him. On Almas of the life. A bad combination. A terrible combination in the game. They didn't do anything. Backcourt at the point, and then Kirilla adds up to 5 minutes, 26 seconds. Roman Tolstikov. Whoa! And I see what is happening. They're falling apart. The emotions took control of them. And travel. That's a travel. That's a clear travel, and then they'll have to fight back one more time for them. 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. The only 5 minutes for the replay matches and ups and downs for the games. Substitution by Multibayev. Almas Abdullayev, he grunts it over. Back to Svinet Dmitry, number 23. Almas Abdullayev, 3-point line shot. Off the way lead. Rebound taken for Asian Tigers. Still fight for it, and not a single earned. That's so hard for them. Patrick, an individual shot. Looks pretty funny, and then still Gavrila is scoring and non-stop scoring for them. Lars Bogdan today doesn't bring those triple shots that he usually makes throughout the games and throughout the seasons. Now 2 against 2. There is only one center player behind him. Okay, gives a shot outside. Wait until everyone else comes inside, and then Inter on the court. Starygin at the right. Passes it outside. Bayanov's got had to take the 3-footer. Looks like he's a little afraid. Fouls on his teammate. Doesn't work for now. Almas Abdullayev. Easy chance for the layup. Couldn't miss it. 33. 73 to 82 points. That's the total difference of the current teams, and team energy is getting prepared to play next. So there the game is. Pass on Aloma. Race cross. Screen by Moldobayev. One pass outside. So Moldobayev look back. Svinet Dmitry was behind there too. Somehow support and assist him. Bayanov has got. Feels the danger behind him. Scores. A nice ball, yeah. That's a nice ball, I think. Gotta play, and everyone else is screaming. Slide in again, runs back for a wild attack, and scores 3. 76 to 84. Gavrila needs more 3 points. Looks like Starygin could be replaced. They don't want to do this. Don't know what is the reason of that. Patrick. More possession, 10 seconds. Clear and a hard game. A good 3. 87. Again 10 points with that. 10 minutes, 12 points. They have to earn in order to win their lead for now. Takes the rebound really well. Doesn't leave anyone. behind and beside them. Lush looks for the layup on the left. That's 2 more. 5 points gained in within 25 seconds and only last 2 minutes 30 seconds of this game. Aluma. A solo rush. A lonely rush, I can say. Whoa. Score is up. And no foul. Just a pure physical, how to say, contact of the players. Bumping into each other. Last 2 minutes. Start again. Pass one more to Askat Bayanov. He does to get Patrick. His chance to score on 3. In and out. The ball goes in and out. And then I think wants to fake on the fall. Tactical, how to say, fake. We call it. Almas Abduldaev. Let's see whether he can score it up. Patrick. A good take for the rebound. Lash Bogdans. Now. Purely alone. Bounce the ball back. One more pass to Patrick. He'll try to get a layup alone. What an end one taken for him. There was no chance for missing. That's free throws, yeah. There will be 2 free throws granted to Patrick, and that's my main case. That's the main case. Main showcase. Good. Patrick. A good one. 3. Isamedinov runs back. And he's the one with Tostikov, maybe the patient players. Yeah, they keep the patience until the end. They try to control their own emotions. So you know that it's not going to bring any of the results. If all the players keep controlling their own emotions, then there would be no conflicts in the games. The stats show usually players, for example, the strongest players score from 30 up to 40 points per game, take over 10 assists, sometimes it's over 15, and then 14 to 15 rebounds. They take another timeout to play a single minute. They take 1 minute break to play a 1 minute game, I think. I don't know what they discussed, but for 1 minute you cannot score 14 points, that's obvious. And the moment of non-comeback is by the corner. Aluma one more to Tostikov Roman, another to Svarin Dmitry. Number 33, Svarin Dmitry. Grounds it back, behind the back crossover by Aluma, Tostikov Roman in the key. Couldn't score up. Off the leg. The Asian Tigers. 24 seconds, 80 for Asian Tigers, and then Gavila 94 points. 14 points lead. That's the end for Asian Tigers, and then comeback is clearly not possible. Samedinov, and then all they can do now is just play for stats. Improve their stats if it's possible. Moldova for look back. Dumps into 2 defenders and then couldn't squeeze inside. So that's why he gets the fall. Crowd of String Patriots gonna play against Team Energy. And then if Patriots can't win today, then looks like on the playoffs they are not taking any place because the first three taken for the titles. Could say something to everybody. And then alright, Medina format couldn't give the ball to the hands. Ricocheted off the leg, and then the clear disrespect of the referee. 10 seconds. One more pass. Patrick takes the 3-point line arc. Spin, plays over. It's run around. That's gonna be the end. No point to continue. Congrats on Team Gorilla winning the battle. And hope to see you in the second game.